Welcome to my channel Code with Kedar. So today we are doing the Leetcode 3000 question. Okay, this question mark as easy and this question is very easy. Okay, so you are given a dimension matrix. Every row contains the length and breadth of the rectangle. You have to return the area of the rectangle whose diagonal is maximum. Okay, and if the diagonal is maximum, so you have to return the rectangle's area. You have to compare the area. Okay, whichever area is more, you have to return that rectangle's area. Okay, so let's understand the question. Okay, so you are given a array and every tuple, every row contains length and breadth of the area. Okay, so first let's see for 9 and 3. Okay, this is the 9 and 3. Okay, diagonal is nothing but under root of 9 square plus 3 square. Okay, hypotenuse. Okay, but we don't need to compare the under root. Okay, why we don't need to compare? Very simple, guys. Okay, so we are comparing two. Okay, so like for first rectangle, our diagonal was 9 square plus 3 square. Okay, under root. And for second, our area diagonal was 9 square plus 4.36 square. Okay, and we are comparing it. Okay, we are comparing both of them. Okay, so if we just do the square to the both of the side. Okay, so the under root was removed. Okay, so we can compare that. Okay, because we are comparing this diagonal with second rectangle and second rectangle diagonal with third rectangle, so we can just simply square both of them. Okay, that's to okay, that's we can do. Okay, so let's try. So whichever diagonal is greater, we have to update it. Okay, so we can take like first max area. Okay, max area is 0 and max diagonal is 0. Okay, so firstly we are on our first rectangle. Okay, what is the area of that rectangle? Area was no, diagonal, sorry. Okay, so diagonal was 9. Diagonal is 9 square plus 3 square, which is 90. Okay, so we don't have to take under root because we are comparing the diagonals of every. Okay, or diagonals of every rectangle with everyone. Okay, so we don't have to take under root. Okay, so diagonal. Okay, so this 90 was greater than our max diagonal, so we are updating our max diagonal to 90. Okay, and area was 9 into 3 was 27. Okay, now let's move to the next rectangle. Okay, so area diagonal was 9 square plus 4.36. Okay, square, that is near about 100. Okay, so our this diagonal is greater than our max diagonal, so we are updating it to 100. And area was 38, around. Okay, so around area was 38. Okay, so now we update our max area and max diagonal. Okay, so now let's move on to the next rectangle. Okay, so this was the next rectangle. The diagonal is 8 square plus 6 square, that is 100. Okay, and which was exactly equal to 100, so we have to compare the area. The area of this rectangle is 8 into 6, that is 48, and 48 is greater than our max area. Okay, that is 38, so we have to update. So our max diagonal become 100 and area becomes 48. Okay, very simple, guys. Okay, and we can return at the end of the day max area. So now move on the coding part. Okay, so we have to take max area, that is currently 0. We have to take max diagonal, that is 0, and int n was dimensions dot length. Okay, so we have to traverse for our rectangles. Okay, I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. We can calculate our length or dimension of I and 0. Okay, this is our length, and our breadth was second. Okay, second element. Okay, so our current diagonal was length square plus breadth square. Okay, that was our diagonal, and our current area was length into breadth. Okay, so we have to compare if. Okay, if our current diagonal was greater than max diagonal, okay, or our current diagonal was equal to max diagonal, okay. If this is the case and our area, uh, current area was greater than our max area, okay. So max area, okay. So let's see, if our current area was greater than max area, so we have to update our diagonal and area, okay. If our current diagonal was equal to our max diagonal, okay, so max diagonal spelling was wrong, okay. So our current diagonal was equal to max diagonal. At that time we have to check our area, okay. If our current area was greater than max area, only then we have to update, okay. So max area becomes current area and max diagonal become current diagonal, okay. At the end of the day we can return area, okay. Okay, dimensions dot length I forget to write, and the 19th line area, okay, max area, sorry, we have to return max area. Let's try to run it. Yeah, let's try to submit it. If you like the video, then like, share, subscribe and comment. Okay, okay. What was the problem, guys? Current diagonal, if it is max diagonal, current diagonal area, if greater max area was current area, max diagonal was, okay, what is the problem? So okay, we forget our current diagonal was length into length and breadth into breadth, so that's what our mistake. Let's try to submit it now. Okay, if you like the video, then like, share, subscribe.